Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. These are the days of different exam results, and of course, NMAT is something that whenever, as soon as you write the examination, you get the score instantly. And NMAT has opened another window for the examination, right? You can take the examination again, but the thing is, like if you've already written, you won't be considered for NMIMS. You can apply for other institutes though. Okay, so that is what they have given this time. Okay, so let us discuss about like what are the scores that are needed to uh, uh, for different B schools, the top B schools, and there can be some changes, right? These are just predictions, and based on looking at scores of different students, we have come to this conclusion, and we will see all these colleges which you can target through different scores. Okay, so if you have done good in the examinations and have started your preparation for uh, other like GD, VAT, PI, you can enroll in our program. And these are the courses for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. Okay, so NMAT score versus college, right? Now I'll give you the reasons also. Last year, NMS Mumbai, the cutoff was 235. Okay, this year it is going to remain in the same bracket. I'll tell you the reason why. Why will it go up? Why will it go down? Okay, so firstly, it may go down because only first score is being considered. Okay, so first thing, the reason that it may go down is because first score. So the cutoffs will more or less remain the same as last year. I'll give you the reasons that it is only first attempt. So especially for NMIMS Mumbai, that is the biggest craze, and then of course these instruments. So if only first attempt is there, so that's why the scores might fall. Okay, but the second thing at the same time is that students are well prepared. Okay, if you know that your first attempt is going to be count, right? You are well prepared, and they have taken the test later. Up to last year, what used to happen, right? People used to take the test in October, November itself, right? Most of the people would take, चलो एक practice के लिए दे देते हैं, right? So this time, many of the people, what they did is they took NMAT after CAT. Many of the most of the test takers must have taken, because I remember while booking slot in the first in especially in October, it was very easy to get slots, right? Because no one would want to write it, right? There were very few brave students who would have come and written NMAT in October itself, because they knew that okay, if they're not well prepared, they'll prepare more, they will write CAT and some other examinations, IFT. Many of the students wrote in December as well. Okay, so for that reason, we believe that the cutoff might remain in the same range, right? Max to max, it can go above, it can go up to 240, not beyond that. So only first attempt is being counted. So for that reason, the scores might come down, but at the same time, people took it later and they are more prepared. All right. So of course, like if so, what used to happen previously was most people used to write NMAT before CAT. Okay, so because it should be like a sort of dress rehearsal for CAT, right? But this time what happened was people wrote it after CAT or IFT, right? They thought that okay, let them be well prepared, let them write one or two examinations because they just have one chance to prove themselves. Okay, so the cutoff will be around this range, right? Sectionals, now see, as I'm saying that the numbers can go down a bit. Last year the sectionals was 76, 76, 76. This year I've heard from a lot of students, even I find the same thing, that QA scores are low. Isn't it? How many of you realize that your QA scores were not up to the mark? Right, you uh, QA scores. Right, so QA scores are generally low this time. Okay, so many of us face this, right? People were expecting, यार QA में मेरे तो 100 आ जाते हैं, right? They just got like 80, right? Many students face the same thing. So the QA, I mean, I can say that for the other two sections, you can have 75, 75, maybe QA, this might go to 70. Okay, so QA scale down could happen because for most of the students, I've heard that they were not satisfied with their QA score. They had done something to scale down the QA scores. Okay, not the paper was not on the tougher side, but the scores were scaled down. Right, I remember I attempted almost all correct. Right, I might have made a silly mistake or two, but intentionally I wouldn't do anything wrong in the section. Right, so I was expecting okay, I should get somewhere 105 to 110, but I got just 91. So I was shocked that how could that happen? That how could I get just 91 despite doing everything, almost everything correct? Maybe one or two questions, that happens with everyone. Okay, so that way I believe that in quant the cutoff might be low. Let's say maybe not 70 but 72 or kind of thing, 70 to 72 in that range, and 75, 75 in both the sections. Right, last year it was same for both. So 75, 75 in both. QA it might be like 70 to 72 if they go by that thing. Okay, so percentile, of course percentile is almost the same every year. Okay, so that will be for NMMS Mumbai. Right, so if you're targeting NMMS Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, XIMB, HR, for that the score might range from 228 to 230. Right, if your KJ Samaya is your target, like somewhere close to 225, that should be the score for KJ Somaya. Sectionals being 70, around 70. Okay, and if you are going for XIMB, rural management and SDA Bokoni, the scores will be around 220. Okay, and NMIMS Hyderabad and Indore, I mean the ones which are not preferred by many, right? Their cutoffs might be, the cutoff score might be 200. Okay, in that case you would be able to get these colleges, and the sectionals are also quite low for these colleges. Okay, so if you are getting like 70, 70 plus, like if you have got 75 in each of the sections, overall is 235 plus. Even I believe that 235 also should give you a call. Okay, so if you're getting into in that range, just be relaxed, just start focus on your preparation. Okay, you should get NMMS Mumbai. For Bangalore, again, I would say that QA might be QA cutoff might drop to 70. Okay, so QA was scaled down, right? So that's why you can get this, and then KJ Somaya around 220 to 225, Bokoni and this at 215 to 220, and NMMS Hyderabad around 200. Okay, so those should be the expected score versus college for NMAT. Okay, so now this is just as per predictions, right? So predictions will give you some confidence, right? See, you can be in a borderline case also. Let us say you are targeting KJ Somaya. ऐसा भी हो सकता है 220 पे भी आ जाए, right? Or it might go higher than that also, right? See, these are just I mean, we collect data from students and compare it with past year that, okay, this was the case last year. Okay, so these predictions do not treat them completely 100% true, but yes, these are some ballpark figures that help you decide, right? XIMB call 240, you should get, but quant is something the dicey situation, right? So that makes something, right? If your quant score, if it is slightly low also, they can there is a possibility, but generally the sectional cutoffs are also same, right? So if you have to target NMS Mumbai, if you're getting 75 plus in each and 235 plus overall, then you should easily sail through. Okay, so just keep your fingers crossed, right? If you are safe, right, these are some, these should be considered as safe score. Okay, so if you are getting 235 plus with 75 plus in each, feel yourself that most likely you will get call from NMIS Mumbai, and just prepare for that. Okay, so 239 QA 73, likely, very likely. Like last year it was 235, so possible in that range. Okay, 215 score possible. 215 looks slightly out of picture, maybe 220. Okay, 215 looks a bit low. Because the reason is like people have taken this attempt quite seriously. Okay, so for these colleges, the cutoffs might not dip that much, especially for others, right? And for others like non-NMIMS, the cutoffs would remain as the same because they can take multiple attempts. Okay, but for NMIMS Mumbai, the only first attempt will be considered. So that way, again, that is balanced by that taking of test later. So if you, let's say that you write test in October, and instead of writing in October, you wait for 2 months, you prepare better in a better way. Okay, and you are in momentum, right? You have written CAT, and then you wrote IFT, and then you went to writing NMAT. So definitely you might have done better. Okay, can KJ go around? Yes, KJ can go around. Like, see, this you can say that plus minus 5 is possible, right? It is 220 to 225 is possible. Okay, re-registration paper almost similar. Okay, XIMB HR, yes, XIMB possible. Again, see, these are ballpark figures, right? Not, see, no one tells ki what is the cutoff, right? I mean, that is just, we hear from students. Okay, some student says that मुझे तो 235 पे NMIMS से call आ गया मुंबई से. So we know that, okay, 235 might be the cutoff. Okay. Yeah, KJ, sorry, KJ does not have any sectional cutoff, right? So you can expect in that range. Okay, so overall 238, yes, if you are getting 235 plus and 75 plus in each or quant a bit low as well. Okay, so just feel relaxed that yes, you might get a call. Right, so start preparing for PI, right? The call should be out soon. 232 would be dicey for NMMS Mumbai because the cutoffs won't dip that much. Because if you talk about the difficulty level part, right? Difficulty level was at par with last year. Okay, so what happened last year? It was quite much similar. So not much difference in terms of difficulty level. And the pattern was also quite similar. That the DI distribution, the reasoning, maybe critical reasoning part and all. So the paper pattern was almost the same. The type of questions, the difficulty level, etc. So scores. See, scores. There are two things to go down and up, right? So first thing is like of course this thing going down is that only first attempt, and that at the same time if people are well prepared, so that should make it to the same number. So KJ Somaya versus NM Bangalore. So I would rate NM Bangalore higher because the reason being, first of all, cutoffs are also high. Then you have the kind of students that you get, right? So KJ Somaya, you will find that, see, it takes through several examinations, like and so it is more of like skewed candidates, right? You have a good number of candidates from Maharashtra, so you do not find that high, uh, I would say, that diversity in that institute. 71 in quant. 71 in quant, yes, so that could create an issue. Okay. Lakshya, you can target, Bokoni and right, XIM by RM, you can think of, right, you may get that. And of course, Hyderabad and Indore to definitely are in picture. 222, that is something that for kg, as I said, the 220 to 225, that is the figure, right? And in fact, in kg, the cutoffs might be high on the higher side also, right? 225 plus also, because uh, again, the thing is that people are well prepared, and many people who could not do in the first attempt. ठीक है, सपोज लाइक किसी ने पहले अटेम्प्ट में अच्छा किया, बट दे कुड नॉट क्लियर सम सेक्शनल कट ऑफ और समथिंग, राइट? सो दो स्टूडेंट्स वुड बी गोइंग फॉर केजे. सो केजे की कट ऑफ डाउन होने के चांसेस कम है, right? The cutoffs might go down for NMMS Mumbai by a bit, but definitely not for KJ and XIMB. Okay, because many people are I mean, they could not do well in the first attempt, so of course they would be targeting these institutes. Percentiles for the scores scored. So percentiles cannot be found, right? It's just that like that is the story, that this is generally the percentile range at which different colleges call. Score calculator for that, see, we do not release anything, because especially in DM and verbal ability, right, it is quite tricky to answer the questions, right, and there is a lot of disagreement, and let's wait for the official answer key release, then I mean, then you can check for that. Okay. 242 72 in quant, I am assuming. Yes, XIMB you should fill in that case, right? If you've got 242 with 72 in 80 90 72, XIMB HR is there. 238, then KJ should be your best shot. Okay, because NMIMS Bangalore and Navi Mumbai and XIMB look difficult. Business analytics and digital transformation, again the cutoff might go in the range 215 to 220 for that. Yes, XIMB will accept the second attempt. So it is NMIMS that is not accepting the second attempt. Others should attempt. Others should accept the second attempt, right? So that you should be uh, uh, looking at. Okay, less than 200. So there are so there are some other institutes also. So I've taken the case of some of the top institutes, right? Apart from that, there are uh, like then Jindal, ISBR, right, and uh, XSS Bhubaneswar. Okay, then there are some, those are, I wouldn't say that very great ones, right? Shiv University and all those. 236 looks like it is like a borderline case with 71 in quant. I'm assuming 71 must be in quant, right? So that is a borderline case. See, business analytics and digital transformation, see, it's something which is introduced recently, but it has huge demand, right? So yes, if you get a chance, you should take it, right? Because in the coming years, it will be something that is, I mean, in fact, today also there is a huge demand for that, right? So if you do well from a named, renowned institute, right, you will definitely have a great scope in that. Those who have taken first attempt after December 15, can they take second attempt? Yes, they can take, right? So yes, you can take the attempt, right? In that new thing, you can take the attempt, but yes, if you have already taken, your previous attempt would be counted. Yes, unusual, you can wait for another year, that's fine. Okay, as long as like you do not have too much work X or something, right? You can prepare again and get into it. SDA college, see, SDA is a decent one, right? I mean, because of that, there are few faculty exchange and all those things, right? So SDA, I would say it's okay, but like it will take time to gain recognition. Hyderabad and Indore 213, yes, you can start your preparation for that. Merit list, see this, once this thing gets over, so maybe by end of, I mean by mid or end of, towards end of this month, right, you can get those calls. Okay, so right now, if you're getting these much scores anyway, like anyway, you must be preparing for other exams also. What I would recommend to each one of you is that start focusing on GD-wide PI preparation, right? So if you prepare well, see, these are some skills that you must learn, right? So what do you learn for interview skills? You learn communication skills, right? You keep yourself updated with current affairs, etc., right? So keep these things prepared, right? Whatever calls you get, you should not, I can understand that it is anxious on your part, that which calls I might get, which calls I might not get. But what I would recommend is, these are some ballpark figures that we have told you, right? There could be plus minus 2 to 4 marks, that could be a variation. But if you feel that, okay, let's say you've got 240 plus, right? NMIS Mumbai is very high chance, start preparing, right? If you're getting somewhere in around 225 kgs Somaiya, okay, start preparation. Okay, just focus on the preparation. Don't worry about the result right now. Okay, so it might turn out to be a shocker or it might turn out to be a surprise. Both ways it is possible. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कट ऑफ थोड़ा सा कम चले जाए, दैट यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड, अरे मुझे उम्मीद नहीं थी, मैंने अच्छा कर लिया, और एट द सेम टाइम इट कुड गो अप आल्सो, right? So that is how you have to be. Okay, so just hope for the best. So what I would recommend is that at this stage, focus on GD-VAT PI preparation, right? So prepare your HR answers. Okay, why MBA, right? Why MBA from this, right? How do you see yourself after 5 years? Read some current affairs, read about your academics. So prepare all those things, keep all those things handy. ठीक है, कॉल आती है good, नहीं आती, you might have appeared for other examinations, कहीं ना कहीं से आ जाएगा, right? So because one thing is common, this GD-VAT PI, the process is almost common, right? So start focusing on those things rather than worrying about which call I might get. Okay, so we have given some like ballpark figures, and even for other examinations also you might have got some instance, like we will be having sessions, right, very soon on CAT result, ki CAT mein kisme kitni aayegi, right? So accordingly, right, you should be worrying at this stage. Just be relaxed, and then uh, right, uh, focus on your preparation. Don't want to go to an MMS? Yes, if you've got call, right, please go for interview, right? That gives you another experience. So because probably you might not be, you do not want to join that college, but next year, let's say if you want to write, let's say you got IM call from IM Ahmedabad, right, or any other good B school, and you have that the ability to face that interview panel. Okay, and then Hyderabad, right? So I would say that these are this would be like tier 2 institute. Okay, so not, definitely not in tier 1. So tier 1, like if you talk about NMAT, NMIMS Mumbai, then probably XIMB, these are not also, I mean, they come to tier 2 only. So NMS Mumbai probably is the only one, and others are all tier 2 institutes. 246 is a good score. 72, yes, it may be a problem, but wait and watch for the cutoff, because see, everyone is getting a lower score, right? It's the scale down. Okay, so that's what the case is, right? Okay, so this is what the scores are for different institutes, right? So that was which I gave, and I mean, conversation might keep going on. So what the summary is that right? So these are some numbers which we have predicted based on last year and based on the assumption that Y scores might go up, Y scores might go down, right? So that is and that is something you can expect. So at this point in time, just focus on your preparation for GD VAT PI, right? Don't forget, don't worry about your scores too much. It might be a surprise, it might be a shocker. Okay, so be prepared for all those. If you are in a borderline case, that are the most tense people, right? So jiska 240 plus are, that is the most relaxed person. Okay, so that's something that you need to be uh, focusing on right now. Okay. All right. So we have this programs for GD PA also. You may enroll in that program. So it would be taken up by Gautam sir and Srinivas sir, and they would be mentoring you for that. Okay. And for cat and cat also, will we are going to have a session soon, right? So please subscribe to our channel. For cat we will be discussing that what to expect in, like, for different ranges we will have sessions कि 95 प्लस में कौन सा कॉलेज होना चाहिए, 90 95 में कौन सा कॉलेज, ठीक है. 80 to 90 what are colleges that you can target, 70 to 80, so till 70, from 70 onwards we'll be talking about different colleges. So different colleges will have different sessions for different percentiles. Do watch them, don't get anxious at this stage. Okay, so for that, just wait, we'll have sessions so on our channel. Please do subscribe to our channel. I hope you are already subscribed to our channel, and do watch those. So more sessions coming up on these lines, which colleges you can get and all those things. Okay. NM Hyderabad versus ISB Hyderabad. ISB, so it's like it's, yeah, I think you're talking about IBS. Okay, not ISB. SDA is better than NM Hyderabad. Okay. First mock score is 197, right? Uh, Probably take some more mock test and then write it. Okay, so try to improve your scores. Think where you went wrong, right? So work on those and then write the test. All right, so that's for this session. So some numbers given to you for about the expected cutoffs for different institutes, right? So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.